Hello, it's me, Wood Witch. I got plants in my bag.
Hey friends, a few weeks ago I made a video where I shared 3 NPCs that you could adopt or adapt for your own tabletop games. Each one has a personality, a look, a voice, and a quest hook. My hope is that you can drop these NPCs straight into your campaign for an easy side quest, or even use them as a starting point for something a little better suited to whatever story you're already building. In this video, I'm gonna bring you more NPCs like that, but with a little twist, because this video is sponsored by WYRMWOOD to promote their Elvish dice vaults for Valentine's Day. And I know, they're pretty, but they are so much cooler than that. When you buy one of these vaults, you send WYRMWOOD a message of your choice, anything you want, and they actually send it to a professional linguist and Tolkien language scholar, who then translates it into Quenya Elvish for WYRMWOOD to engrave or inlay onto your vault. Use the link in the description to order your own vault before February 14th, and you can use the code GinnyD for free domestic shipping or GinnyDINT for $10 off international shipping. Now, this may surprise you, it shouldn't, but I love elves a lot, so I have designed 3 new elf NPCs inspired by the 3 different wood and inlay options that WYRMWOOD is offering. Since this is for Valentine's Day, I have tied all of their quest hooks to love and romance in some way, and I hope you like them. The Wood Elf is a cherry dice vault with your message engraved on the top. Morelia the Wood Witch lives in a quaint, vine-covered cottage in the forest just outside of a small town. She's well known there. She serves the people of the town with healing potions and poultices, divination charms, and other small magics. You'll be sure to hear about her in town. Many of the people there feel strongly about Morelia these days. They'll tell you in wistful tones about how wonderful she is, how kind, how beautiful. If you come by her cottage, you might find one of the townspeople gazing dreamily towards it as they wander past, or tucking a love letter under the front door.
Oh no, not again. We're closed for business!
When your players encounter Morelia, she will immediately recognize that they are not from the town, which will cause her visible relief. With some embarrassment, she will tell them the whole story.
I'm still kicking myself about it. I've made 1,000 love potions, they're not even difficult. I must have been so distracted that day. Anyway, they all went wrong. A whole batch. Whatever I did, it's made me the target of all their affections. Young, old, men, women. They'll be so embarrassed when it's fixed.
She knows how to make an antidote, but was not prepared to have to produce it in bulk, and she's missing a key ingredient.
It's called pixie's tongue. Sort of a creeping ivy with little pink flowers, long and thin. Very hard to cultivate. I don't need much. It grows in the caverns at the foothills of the mountain range to the west. Not such a long journey, but it's wyvern territory, I'm afraid. You'll have to be either very sneaky or very strong.
Morelia doesn't have much gold, but if the party is willing to work for trade, she can offer all kinds of potions and charms. Feel free to adjust the rewards and the monsters based on your party's level. The High Elf is a Bolivian rosewood dice vault with your message inlaid in brass. Next time your party is seeking some kind of information, they may meet Nymwen in a library, university, or knowledge domain deity's temple. She is a scholar, rarely seen without her nose in a book or a scroll.
I have the information you seek, but you see, I have a problem of my own. If you will help me solve mine, I can help you solve yours.
She shows you a book, a collection of love letters written by a poet, dead over a century from some wasting sickness. But Nymwen doesn't speak of this poet as if she's long dead. In fact, she speaks of her quite intimately.
Iona speaks of love the way only a true lover can. She knows her own heart, and, I am certain, would know mine. In this world I have found none suited to be by my side, but since discovering this collection, I think perhaps it is only because she and I merely ran afoul of time.
Before she shares the information your players need, Nymwen asks that the party help her break into the graveyard where Iona has been interred. If your party includes a cleric or a druid, she will ask them to cast a spell for her. Otherwise, she herself can be a cleric and simply ask that the party protect her while she casts.
All I seek is to speak with her spirit, just once. I found a scroll that makes that possible. A challenging spell, to be sure, but love is worth a challenge, is it not?
Perceptive party members may sense that Nymwen is not telling the whole truth. She will not surrender the scroll until they are at the grave, at which point a cleric or druid will be able to recognize that the spell is not a spell for communication at all, but true resurrection.
Can you fault me? Would you not do anything to be united with your soulmate, the being you are truly meant to love? Who are you to stand in the way of destiny? Please!
It's your choice whether Nymwen will simply try and persuade the players or take more drastic measures to achieve her ends. And if Ayana is successfully raised, it's up to you how she feels about all this. The Drow is a Macassar ebony dice vault with genuine bone inlay. If your party is seeking work, they may hear that a local noble has put out a hush-hush call for a person or group willing to take on some non-traditional work. If they're interested, they'll be put in contact with Lady Pyriel of Tarave, a drow who is clearly going through something.
Excellent. You're here. You look like exactly the people I need.
She has an unsettling undercurrent of rage running beneath every word and movement, but it's not directed at your players.
I can picture him now, probably meeting with his tailor for final alterations on the doublet I picked for him. And my own gown, a perfect match. I should burn it.
Pyriel was unceremoniously dumped the previous night by Veldrin, an earl, known to be handsome, charming, and capricious. Pyriel had planned to accompany him to a much-anticipated banquet, the social event of the season, this very evening. Anyone who is anyone in the city will be there. Now shamed, she herself will not be attending, but she does plan to get your party on the guest list.
He doesn't know you. He'll never see it coming. Veldrinor, that vapid excuse for a woman on his arm. Oh, I wish I could see their faces when you humiliate them in front of the entire city. I don't care how you do it. I just want him to never be able to show his disloyal face around here again.
She's happy to outfit your party in lavish clothing, provide appropriately grand transportation to the manor where the banquet will be held, and pay handsomely for the service they'll be providing her, either in gold or in secrets, information, or a point of contact, if that better suits your campaign's current direction.
I don't want him hurt. Only his pride, his reputation. I want that flimsy little waif he left me for to laugh at him, to be ashamed to be seen with him. Then he'll regret it. Then he'll remember just how good he had it. Fool.
At the banquet, your party may meet any manner of important, well-connected NPCs, perhaps even connecting them back to your main plot or into a new one. Veldrin will respond poorly to being publicly embarrassed, and Pyriel will take great glee in hearing players recount his public meltdown. If they really get creative with it, she may even tip. I hope you like my 3 new elves. I'm out here hoarding elf characters like it's my job. I guess it kind of is, though. Anyway, remember that these are just a starting point. Maybe they'll work in your game exactly as I've represented them here, but if not, you are more than welcome to change them in whatever way you need in order to suit your own plot, your own characters, and your own world. And remember, if you want one of these beautiful custom elvish dice vaults from Wyrmwood, you have until Valentine's Day, February 14th, to place your order. Check the description for the link and for coupon codes to save you some money on shipping.